Cowboys 2021 NFL Draft Grades coming at you guys, presented by Manscaped. When you head over to manscaped.com and you use promo code Cowboys, you'll save 20% off and get free shipping on all their fantastic men's grooming products. It was a deep draft class for the Dallas Cowboys from a volume perspective. There were a lot of picks made here by the Cowboys in the end. Micah Parsons, the pick in round 1, and we will break down all of these guys here momentarily. Kelvin Joseph out of Kentucky in round 2, number 44 overall. Odighizuwa, round 3, number 75, an interior defensive lineman. An edge rusher, Chauncey Golston, out of Iowa, also in round 3. Nahshon Wright, the stunner of day 2, out of Oregon State at number 99 overall. Jabril Cox, round 4, number 115. Josh Ball, the offensive tackle out of Marshall, who we will get into, I promise you. Simi Fehoko, the wide receiver out of Stanford. Then Quinton Bohanna out of Kentucky, 2 Wildcat players in this year's draft class. Israel Mukuamu, the corner safety maybe, out of South Carolina. And then Matt Farniok, the offensive lineman, maybe interior guy, out of Nebraska. Now, we'll go player by player here with grades for each of them. In total, I'm giving the Cowboys a C+. I was not a fan of the round 1 pick for reasons we're going to get into. Day 2 picks got some concerns for me. I'm actually a bit higher on some of them than I think other people are out there. I gave them a C+. For a variety of reasons. In the end, a C+ for me is about average. Now, there were some picks I did not like, and I will always tell you guys how I think it is. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. So I want you guys to head down to the comment section and let me know what you think. Before we break down each and every prospect here, grade the Dallas Cowboys draft class for me. This is the pinned comment if you get the ad break here on YouTube. A, B, C, D, or F. Let's begin with Micah Parsons, the team's first round pick, who, from an athletic perspective, checks off every box you want. My player comparison for him is pre-injury Jalen Smith, which is a potential red flag maybe for some of you guys out there. Great athlete. He can blitz very well. The Cowboys are hyping him up as a possible blitzer heavily. It would be a change of pace for them. I would be on board with that. But there are some systemic issues that this draft class has pointed out to me. Namely, taking another off-ball linebacker in round 1. Micah Parsons wasn't even my favorite off-ball linebacker in this year's draft class. My number 2 guy in the end. I'm giving this pick a C. Sticking by my guns on that one here. If you are a subscriber, you know what I felt about Micah Parsons. For months now, I said I did not want him. Now, the board fell the wrong way for the Cowboys, and I get that. That's why I'm not flunking them or giving them a D. But it's a C grade for me here. That is disappointing. I did not want Micah Parsons, and we wanted Sir Tanner Horn. The majority of us did. That's a bit disappointing in the end. I'm going to give it a C. I hope he ends up being an all-pro. I hope the off-the-field stuff is not a concern moving forward, but it is in the back of my mind. For a team that preached culture and character, that was not the draft class this year for the Cowboys. I appreciate Manscaped coming along for the ride on today's Cowboys grade videos presented by Manscaped. Thank you guys so much here. 20% off and free shipping on all their fantastic men's grooming products when you use promo code Cowboys. Check the comments section. Check the description as well. 20% off and free shipping when you use the promo code Cowboys. That link, folks, will be in both the comment section and in the description. It's manscaped.com. Use the promo code Cowboys you see on screen, and you'll find in the comments and the description as well. Help keep things nice and trimmed up down there by using manscaped.com, promo code Cowboys. Again, I thank Manscaped for coming along on today's Cowboys grades video. All right, Kelvin Joseph, back-to-back high-risk, high-reward players here. Now, I try to factor in when I'm aware of stuff, off-the-field concerns in my draft grades. I had Kelvin Joseph as a round 2/round 3 player. Of the corners left on the board, he was one of the better ones out there. In the end, I gave this pick a B- grade. It's good if you trust the player. Kelvin Joseph has the traits to be a fantastic cornerback. Good size, good athletic ability, plenty of ball skills as well. He was also told by his Kentucky coaches to opt out because he wasn't trying anymore at the end of the year. That's a big red flag for me. You're spending him as your future potential outside cornerback. That is an issue. That's why it's not an A grade. If he hits, I think he's going to be a stud in the NFL, but that red flag is significant for me. So who was your favorite draft pick in this year's NFL draft class by the Dallas Cowboys? Teaser here, we have not yet gotten to mine. We haven't gotten there quite yet, but let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Who was your favorite draft pick in the 2021 NFL class for Dallas? To the round 3 picks, 3 of them in the end. Osa Odighizuwa. Now, I have him at number 109, a 4th round grade. So, as with many of these picks, it just felt a little bit early to me. But for what I believe the Cowboys were searching for, a defensive end, defensive lineman hybrid to replace Tyrone Crawford, this was one of the better ones on the board. We know there was medical stuff with Marvin Wilson at this point here, so I give this one a B. I'm actually okay with this pick. I don't mind it whatsoever. Fantastic length there. As an inside-outside flex guy, I think there's value. I think in the Cowboys' scheme-specific defense, there's room for some upside here to be a better player than he was at UCLA. All right, Chauncey Golston is the next pick up here, another 3rd-round pick out of Iowa. I gave this one a C+. I don't mind Golston. Again, I actually had a pretty decent grade on him in terms of where he ended up going. Pretty decent athlete. Again, some inside-outside flex. I think both Osa Odighizuwa and especially Chauncey Golston do offer some pass rush value for the Dallas Cowboys. In the end, he was a 4th-round grade for me, so a little bit early, but not a bad pick by any means. I think both those defensive linemen, higher floor players with good rotational value. The Cowboys Report is rapidly approaching 100,000 subscribers, and I know not all of you guys are happy with me, with my thoughts on this Dallas Cowboys draft class. That's okay. All this stuff is opinion related. It's all backed up by research and film study and my own opinions here in the end. If you want honest analysis and not, sugarcoating and making everything seem great, this is the place for you. If you just want to be told the Cowboys are going to go undefeated, it's not here for you. If you want actual analysis, though, hit that big red button and subscribe today. Nahshon Wright, folks, I was in absolute shambles over this pick. Now, the NFL draft got a little weird this year, which isn't necessarily the biggest surprise. This pick screams Dan Quinn made the selection. Great size. He's 6'4" and change, 4.47 40-yard dash. The dude's stiff and not strong. 6 bench press reps, by the way. I firmly believe this was a Dan Quinn pick. High ceiling early with the first 2 picks, for the next 2, and then Dan Quinn gets a very good fit in a cover 3 scheme. But I did my research and studied him in advance. Did not do that for every guy who got drafted this year, but I did it for Nahshon Wright. I don't like this pick. I thought it was a massive reach by the Cowboys. I know some Cowboys people out there like it, but Ifeatu Melifonwu, Elijah Molden, and Ambry Thomas all went off the board the next 3 picks. That's a mistake by the Cowboys. I'm giving this one a D for disappointing. I hope I am wrong. Don't understand this, guys. I want these picks to all be fantastic players. I want them to all hit. I want them to win football games, and I'll be celebrating alongside you guys. But I don't like this pick, period. I'm giving it a D. If you'd taken Ifeatu Melifonwu, Elijah Molden, I'd have been hyped. This draft class would have been a B- for me. Instead, in part because of this pick, the D for Nahshon Wright, I did not like it. Jabril Cox then here as day 3 got started with an absolute banger. The LSU linebacker who I had as a top 60 player. This was absolutely fantastic. I got coverage concerns around Micah Parsons. I don't have those with Jabril Cox. The resetting of the linebacker position is underway for the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons is one. Jabril Cox probably has a weak side linebacker who can hold up in coverage, something I've wanted for years. I love this pick. A+. This was a home run selection by the Dallas Cowboys. By far, and not a shade at anybody else coming up here later, but by far, my favorite pick by the Cowboys this year. I adored this pick. This could be a steal by the Cowboys in round 4. So who is your least favorite Cowboys draft pick this year? Get your votes in for me in the comments section, because I got my thoughts on my least favorite one, and we're about to get to that right now. Josh Ball. I hate this pick. Let's start with the positive stuff, right? Talent-wise, this is a top 100 player. FSU, JUCO to Marshall there. There is upside here as a potential starter for the Dallas Cowboys. But you know what I'm tired of? This shit. You should not draft domestic violence abusers. And that is what Josh Ball is. I'm flunking this pick. I am giving it an F, because I am not okay with the Cowboys doing this repeatedly. Suspended and in the end dismissed from Florida State over 11 accusations of domestic violence, many of them physical. You know what? I get it. Second chances, blah, blah, blah. You're a grown-ass man. You know what you shouldn't do is beat women. Do not draft domestic abusers. I'm over this. You're allegedly slapping your girl in the face, court-ordered restraining order as a result, as part of that there, injunction for it there, FSU kicked him out, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. You don't do this shit. It's 2021. Be a damn adult. And you know what else bothers me? When asked about it, Josh Ball went, oh, yeah, the past is the past. No, it's not. I believe in second chances for almost all things. You are a person. You know it's not okay to beat women. It's not allowed. So the talent is absolutely there. But you know what? This is non-negotiable for me. I'm done with this Greg Hardy bullshit. Stop taking players and adding them to your team who are trash people. I'm not okay with it. That pick of Josh Ball, I am livid still over it. And if you disagree, okay, that's cool. But you know what? It's kind of not. Don't draft abusers. It's bullshit, and I'm done seeing it in the NFL and on a team that I absolutely love. All right, some better picks here as I finish my rant there. The 5th round pick, number 179 by the Dallas Cowboys. I love this one. Simi Fehoko, who could potentially be down the road your Michael Gallup replacement. Almost 6'4", 222, bit older prospect, took the Mormon mission thing, went to Stanford. He's actually already married. Congrats on that one there, Mr. and Mrs. there. 4th round grade from me. You got him in the 5th round. Balled out this past year. 230 yards in his final game. He is still raw. He's going to need some time. But on day 3, I absolutely adored this pick. I don't know if he's going to be a hit. It's the NFL draft. Nobody ever knows. But I am giving this one an A. He's going to need some time to develop and everything. But I love the value here. A 4th round grade for me. A fantastic selection here by the Dallas Cowboys. Quick player comp, if he hits, of course. But play style-wise, folks, I got some Cortland Sutton vibes. A top 115 player for me, 113 overall, a 4th round grade at that point. Big-time move there by the Dallas Cowboys. Fatty's only lives with Quinton Bohanna. I know so many of you guys wanted Marvin Wilson. I think there's some medical stuff about him being undrafted. Kyrus Tonga, I probably would have taken him over Bohanna, but he popped many a time watching Jamin Davis. I'm giving this one a B. Fatty's only does kind of live after all. I thought it was a good pick. Not the greatest pick in this year's draft, but again, a B is a good pick for me. Later we go here, I had a 7th round or 6th, 7th round grade on Bohanna, so a very slight reach, but of the run stoppers there, he was the best one left, so I like it from that perspective. Now, do you trust the Cowboys front office? Because especially with that pick of Nahshon Wright, they told you, oh, no, we know more than you. We know more than the consensus big boards and everybody else out there. We're intelligent. Ignore our bad defensive draft history. Ignore the fact that once again we ignored the safety position. We know what we're doing. So do you trust them? Get your votes in here. Y for yes, N for no. Let's talk Israel Mukuamu here, who I think maybe might be a safety for this organization. Now, I put him at cornerback, and I'm higher on Mukuamu than a lot of people out there. He is a bit of a tweener, but I like him. 4th, 5th round grade for me here out of South Carolina. I think actually a good culture guy, something sorely lacking in this particular Dallas Cowboys draft class. I gave this one an A. Very tall and long for a corner. Played some safety and corner at South Carolina. I'm not sure yet, because we're filming this right after the picks all got done here, where exactly he ends up playing for this Dallas Cowboys team, but I love this pick here late on day 3. For back-to-back years now, the Cowboys got me with somebody I did not study and watch and research in advance there. Matt Farniok out of Nebraska. I do know he's an interior guy, but played tackle at Nebraska, probably inside-outside flex there. You see his measurables tested quite well. I will never be upset if you take an athlete on day 3, even if I haven't watched them. And there's no such thing as a bad 7th round pick. Because of that, I'm giving this one a B. And that's pretty close to as low as I'll go in the 7th round. There are no bad picks there. But early rounds, I'm worried about Parsons and Joseph. I hope I'm wrong. The upside is there, but I did not love this class nearly as much as I did last year, which I absolutely adored for the Dallas Cowboys.